CodePilot was so easy that my wife was legitimately nervous until we got the paperwork because she was like, "Are we sure this isn't a scam?"
At CodePilot, we use data science to help software engineers find their dream jobs and help hiring managers quickly find top talent to get the job done. Everybody wins.
CodePilot just makes sense. It's the way they interview and the things they test for are exactly what companies and engineers should be interviewing and testing for.
Traditionally use a resume or a CV that describes what school you went to, what places you've worked at, but largely it's used for pattern matching, and so people tend to include a lot of bias as part of that process.
Do you have all of that? Okay, so you can provide older ways of hiring, typically through HR resources who are not technically qualified to vet candidates, is archaic, bureaucratic, and it's a way of the past. I think working with CodePilot and their process is the only way that we're going to be able to find technically capable resources, not just within your locale, but demographically across the US and across the world, really identifying them based off of experience, not just whether or not they attended Stanford or they had a stint at Google or Facebook. That's not the way to identify a candidate. The way to identify it is to work with CodePilot and really understand how their technical process works, evaluate, communicate, and then hire on the spot.
In my experience, dealing with tech recruiters can be very painful and often doesn't yield good candidates. CodePilot, I think, aims to solve that by changing the way that you interact with candidates, by making sure you source people who are skilled and taking out that question mark at the beginning of the process, giving you good, high-quality candidates to choose from right out of the gates.
We reached out to them. I think it took 36 hours from start to finish to hire somebody. You're getting good people in, so you're not funneling through 15 different candidates because you've made the wrong decision in the past. CodePilot really helps you make that right decision the first time.
Finding the job so quickly through CodePilot was just a huge relief after the pain that I've been through and waiting and searching before. It made me feel really just appreciated that somebody was able to see the value that I can bring to a job.
So the total model loss is like 24. And if we take the square of that,
for the first time in the industry, we're going to understand the motivating characteristics behind what makes up an engineer. We're going to ask that to the engineer and the hiring manager, and we're going to use that to match candidates. And so you're going to end up finding a place that you are meant to be at, that you're going to end up doing really well in, and that's the key, right? Is that every engineer and every hiring manager finds their perfect match.